So how was you're an actor
Yes.
right here. How was your acting experience and how did you start?
Well, as a matter of fact, I started out here. At the time, I was a salesman. I was selling automobiles right here on Euclid Avenue, 73rd and Euclid at Central Chevrolet. And a customer came in one day and asked if I'd like to do a play because he'd lost a couple of his actors.
Wow.
And so I said, well, it sounded like fun. And it was just for 3 days.
Okay.
I had a great time. And so I had so much fun, in fact, that I decided to come back and audition for a play, and I got cast in the play and did a full production. And I came back and got cast in another play. All this happened in 1969. I decided, well, I have talent maybe. I have no skills, but maybe I got a little talent.
Okay.
And so I decided I'd go to New York and pursue a career in acting. I felt like I had nothing to lose. I could always come back here and work for a living instead of being an actor.
I mean, you had the opportunities.
Yeah. So I was blessed. I was able to go to New York and I was very successful and been getting a career going.
Okay.
And I owe it all to this place because if Caramel House hadn't been here, chances are I never would have even considered being an actor.
Okay. So your times as a youth in Cleveland, how would you compare that to the times now for youth today?
What do you mean?
Like, okay, how was it rough or easy for you growing up? How was the neighborhoods,
Okay, so you're asking actually about the city
Yeah,
itself.
the city, your perspective of the city.
All right, then I can say that when I grew up, Cleveland was called the best location in the nation. And it was considered the most interracial and unsegregated, undiscriminated city in the country. And so there was even though we had some problems as everyone in America had some problems racially, we had a minimum amount, and the schools at that time were very good. Discipline was with young people was very good. Take care now. God bless. The neighborhoods were a lot less troubled. Now we have a good deal of trouble with guns and violence. We have a lot of trouble with poverty because so many jobs have left the city. Another thing that was true at the time that I was growing up here, we had a lot of industry, and many people had moved from the South to work in the factories and the automobile plants and different industries that we had here. So we were all able to find work and do quite well. Now that we had so many things move out of the city here, we've had so many plants closed down, so many.
I welcome you back on here. If you're new, consider subscribing, liking, and also share this video. So now the very sad and devastating news coming in is that the actor that is Bill Cobbs, the longtime actor, and of course a man who acted in some of the memorable roles in films like Night at the Museum, The Bodyguard, and of course so many others, passed away at the age of 80. Actually, it was 90 years old. The actor's family came out and said that they were really very much comfortable knowing that Bill has found peace and eternal rest at a point when he had passed away. One of Cobbs' family members wrote on Facebook that the actor passed away peacefully at his home in California. That was on Tuesday, June 25th, and TMZ was the first to report about his passing on. A beloved partner, a big brother, an uncle, a surrogate, a parent, a good father, a friend. And he had recently actually celebrated his birthday surrounded by his family, but of course, unfortunately, he passed away. The family has not come out to release his cause of death, but according to Susan Zachary, one of the long-time talented representatives, and of course a talent manager for Cobbs, actually had said that he was a loyal, very dear, inspiring actor and a director, and a human on top of it all. Bill was really very hugely talented, and of course he was a director, and he really loved his craft, because even at the age of 90 he was still inspirational, influential in some of the most recent movies we're actually seeing right about now. So in 2020, he won a Daytime Emmy Award for an outstanding limited performance in a daytime program for his turn as Mr. Henriksen on the series Dino Dana. We are sending our deepest condolences to the family, friends, fans, and everyone who was really close to Cobbs. The interview you just watched, it was a 2010 interview in which actually Mr. Cobbs was trying to explain how he started acting, his career, and briefly talking about his works, his legacy, and as a man, he was really some of those names you couldn't miss celebrating. Rest in power, the king, that is Mr. Cobbs.